Hi everyone, today we're here to talk to you about this. This is the Halvarssons Mora and it is one of their absolute top 3-season jackets. It's amazing. I'm going to get into it right now, but has anyone noticed how quiet it is around here? Now, right at the start, I said this is a 3 seasons jacket, and the seasons we're talking about here is spring, summer, and autumn. And you might be looking at this and saying, well, that could be a winter jacket. And look, yeah, you could use it during winter. Of course you could. And it's a damn fine jacket with loads of amazing features. But part of the reason it's called a 3-season jacket and it isn't focused on winter is because of the removable drop liner in here. What that means is, and this is despite having a fabulous water repellent solution on the outside, if you were buying this to commute during the winter and it was raining every single day, the jacket would just basically never be dry. Okay, and that is something against it when it comes to the winter side of things. But a lot of people don't actually ride through winter. In fact, at least 50% of motorcyclists, their bikes hibernate in the winter and come out at the time where this jacket comes right back in to being the perfect item. Why then is this a perfect jacket for 3 seasons? Well, if you look in here, you can see we have this Outlast lining. Now, this Outlast, if you don't know, is a thermal regulator. So this isn't a thermal lining like you used to, like a little puffer jacket or anything like that, because that's not what this jacket is about. But in some of the, say, colder spring months, it will still help keep you warm. But here's the real beauty about this jacket. So you can ride around in the UK and you think, you know what, we're off to France. Okay, ride down to France. Well, it gets a bit hotter down there, doesn't it? And here's the absolute gem. This is completely removable. The drop liner, the waterproof drop liner, and the Outlast thing is completely removable. And then we get to a massive USP of this jacket, which is the ridiculous amount of vents. I mean, check this out for a start. Yeah, all the way from the top. Look at that. So you've got a vent all the way there. You've got a vent all the way there. On the other side, we have, oh look, there's another vent. And I'm pretty sure, if I was to look at this, oh, it's another vent. And actually these 2 inside ones here double as vents and pockets, but you do have basically plenty of vents, and we have a big vent on the rear of this as well. Now this vent here, the exhaust vent if you will, is permanently open, but don't worry, because the aperture is quite high up here. So basically, even though it's permanently open, the only way you're actually going to ever get wet in it is if you're doing a handstand in the rain. For whatever reason, someone might do a handstand in the rain. Unlikely, right? Yes, indeed. And so you've basically got a jacket that can keep you warm in spring and in autumn, but in summer can give you that beautiful airflow, so it means you can keep riding with it. Wonderful. Now, the kind of main jackety part is made from a high abrasion resistant and durable PA weave, which itself is covered in a DWR, I think it's called, which is a water repellent thing. I mentioned it earlier, you may remember. And then don't forget, this is Halvarssons, so we have this high art protection as well that actually lives under the outer here. It's something they do because it makes the jacket, it doesn't break the jacket up. You don't look like a geography teacher with, you know, like patches on your elbow. So you have high heart in the shoulders and in the elbows. But on this particular jacket, Halvarssons has also added this section here, which is even more. So you've basically got extra abrasion resistance in the places where you want it. Up here we have a storm collar. Now this is removable and therefore losable, but it's actually held on by magnets, which I think is a brilliant idea. Look, oh, there she goes, and then poppity pop, back on. How fabulous is that? Now, obviously we have a storm flap as well. And also, see how they've done the adjuster here? So this is how it opens there, but then an adjuster to tighten through this loop here using that Velcro. Smart. So obviously we have a storm flap with a waterproof pocket here. We have a nice chunky zip to open all the way, and that allows us into, oh, that looks like yet another kind of storm flappy kind of thing. Again, they've covered all the bases here. And this is actually part of this inner liner here, which I showed you earlier. Elsewhere on the jacket, we have these where the big vents are. We have the closures, which are kind of got a funky type of look to them. And then we have these here. Now these are your arm adjusters, but they're not your kind of usual type of arm adjusters, in that they're, see that? They're stretchy, elasticated. So when you put it on the tighter one, like that, it helps pull back and it stops those kind of wrinkles. And then we get to the pièce de résistance, as far as I'm concerned, things that are not used enough in motorcycling, but are brilliant. And that are these adjusters here. Now these arm adjusters are that type, and then to open it up, you pull it up. Now, what is the beauty about this? Well, first of all, they pull from both directions. So the whole arm is tightened, and that stops. So when you've got like poppers, you have to put them over, and then you get the odd little weird fold. You know what I mean? But you don't get that with these. It is absolute genius. And then if we were to move to the side here, you can see we also have a bit of a pull me push you system. So when you adjust on one side here, and it can kind of pull against each other, which means you get how can I say this? It means you get an adjustment that is equal on both sides. Again, really, really smart thing. We've got some nice Halvarssons there, and you can see there. What have we got? Pocket for whatever you want to put in it. I'd say sandwiches, because that's what Jen would put in. And that is about that. Now armour, it's all CE approved level 2, so top stuff, and adjustable shoulder and elbows. And just feeling it, I mean literally it is that big. So it's already of a really, really decent size. It does not come with a back protector as standard, but there is a pocket to put one in. This does look very dark, this jacket, but trust me, it is festooned with reflectors all over it. And of course there is a connecting zip if you want to put matching trousers. Now sizes wise, it is 36 to 56. And if you want to know any more information about this, whoa.
And if you want to know any more information, there's only one place to go, and that's bikerheadz.co.uk. I can't believe you didn't wait for me.